Okay, what about now? What about now? Hello. Hi, it's me. I'm D. I'm here now. I can see the bars moving now. Okay, hello. Hi. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm not good with computer. I apologize. Hi. Welcome to what I always think is the most boring part of these streams. But apparently people really like this part of the stream. So enjoy a full off-season stream. We might get a game in at the end of it. We'll see how it goes. We are gonna have to leave the game and come back in at some point, but it'll make sense at some point. Just hang tight. Just hang tight. How's everyone doing? Hi. So as I was mentioning, this is we are done our first season of the College Football 27 Dynasty. We went 6-6. We didn't make a bowl game. South Carolina won the Natty over Miami in a crazy game. Miami loses the national championship by 1 score for the second year in a row. You can see the whole breakdown here of our playoff. UNLV and Colorado were playoff team. Go figure. So those were some of the things that happened there. So we did not even make a bowl game. So when we left you last Thursday, we went into these two menus, but we didn't do anything in these two menus. So we're going to pick this up here and set our NIL for the next season and our blueprint. Now, we do have some house rules here for departures. And that is 8. So 8 transfers per team. So we're only going to lose 8 players here. But if this has not updated, this is going to be rough. And it hasn't. So this is going to be rough. So Jamar McMillan wants 112 NIL. We do not have a lot of money in NIL set up here, but we can actually like it's like we're kind of cutting off. Okay, so we can give Jamar McMillan. He's going to be our main back, right? So, ooh, he's gone. He's not coming back, actually. He's not coming back. Is there people that we can meet? Like Trey Glasper. We could probably meet him. So we'll go with 60. Cornell Hatcher is a sophomore. He's one of our better players. But we've probably gotten all that we need out of him. He's already beaten up pretty badly. So I think we're going to leave that there. Aaron Hampton. Yeah, we'll go 30. Basically, people with impact traits I want to try and hang on to. You want Malachi Durant. Did you catch a single pass last year? I don't think you caught it. Yeah, you didn't catch a single pass last year. No, you're not getting any money. Nelson Ferguson. Wilson was our primary tight end, right? You too had no stats this past year. You can walk. Milan Clark. This is the motherfucker that was awful last year. He was awful. He got destroyed. Look at that man coverage stat. No wonder we were getting destroyed in man coverage. You can walk. I actually don't want you back. Jesse Legree. You did nothing. You're a normal development. I could rather go either way with you. What's up with these kids who had nothing last year? This kid played 1 game and he wants 30 NIL. What the hell? You suited up for 12 games. You played in 1 and you want money? Screw you. No, you're not getting that. Nicholas Fisher. He's a freshman. He had no stats last year. I'm sorry. You will keep walking. Jamison Powell, wide receiver. You have a 90 speed. That's interesting. But you did nothing last year. E-A-G-L-E-S. Eagles. Go Birds. We really need to get a Beeves version of that for the stream. Are these real people? Yes, these are real players because the college football game has real players now. Clive Pond. You're a junior. You're not getting that money. Blake Thompson. 10 NIL? No. All right. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Mobility. Yes. Okay, so is there anybody else I want to spend more money on here? Eddie Fryoff was actually pretty responsible for us. We'll give him the money because I like him and he actually had a pretty good year. So I'll keep Fryoff if I can. Hatcher, I'm sorry. That's just not a I feel like we can upgrade that position in the portal. Aaron Hampton. Yeah, we'll give you a 5 more than that, but I'm content with this. It's not going to hatch into a star player. No. Review next season blueprint. Okay, so our facilities. I think this is one of our goals is to get up to this, which is crazy. We need to somehow have 3,100 to do that. Let me double check that. Is that really our AD expectation? Maintain. Okay, just maintain. Don't have to go to Powerhouse, luckily. Okay, I'm done with this week, so let's move forward. Okay. Again, I'm floored people enjoy this. Okay. So now we're into players leaving. So who's leaving? Okay. So we are losing some good players here. Davita Pame is leaving. There's no chance of getting that guy back because of our pro potential. I understand that. It's always good when it just says none. You're not convincing these kids to come back. They're gone. We are losing Javier McMillan or Jamar McMillan, and I'm not happy about that, but that's going to be something that we lose. Hi, Toby. I'm D. We could probably TJ Grandal. Not exactly a great player for us, but he definitely showed up, so we'll try and keep him. And he'll stay. And Trey Glasper, I would really like to keep him, but I think he's leaving. Yeah, he left. So we got to find 2 halfbacks, a wide receiver. Actually, we have to find 3 wide receivers, 2 halfbacks, and a defensive tackle in a corner. No pressure. Okay, so this should be off-season week 1. Okay. How we doing, coach? Not too bad. I'm doing my best. I'm doing okay. So we do have some kids coming in, so it's not completely lost. I want to lock up Ben Liggins here. So we're going to bring him in for another visit. We're going to playing time him. We're going to hit him with everything in the repertoire to get him to sign on the dotted line and come to Oregon State. Alex Hart. I think we could steal him. There's a complimentary visit. Talk about your playing style. Not that. Probably that. Hi, just popped in to say hi and how are you before going to sleep. Oh, Samantha, I'm good. I am a little sore, a little tired, but I'm okay. I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking. Keelan Harper. Send the house. Schedule a visit. Can I say how much I hate the average NIS field? Yeah, I mean, yeah. They're rough. It's not fun. They're the worst. Ooh, Arizona State might be pushing here, so we got to kind of lock this up. Playing style's a better grade. Probably this. When you get to this point in the off season and you're doing transfer portal and shit, you have to be like aggressive. You have to just go for it. So we're gonna need a quarterback. Let's take a look in the portal. Is there anybody interested in coming here? No. I want some pocket passers here. Cole Leinert. Trey Sheffield. Judd Anderson. Let's take a look here. Gonna put 6 on the board right now. We're off his board. Probably because now we have playing time on. Yep. So that's off. That's off. And that's off. Okay. So Austin Mack. I'm willing to offer you a scholarship. 170. In the house. Same thing with you. 40. In the house. All right, so that'll wrap up week 1. My one attempt at the Brickyard was ended on lap 10 by a spinner coming straight back up the track. That was how my Brickyard ended last year. Not fun. Hated it. So sad to hear that. I'm still miffed about how my Brickyard ended on Saturday, but neither here nor there. Okay. So week 2. Let's take a look here. Didn't lock anybody up. Willie Dragos has signed, but he has a deal breaker. Go figure. Whatever. You're coming here anyways, so should have done more research, kid. All right, so we'll lock him up next week. Oh yeah, we should steal Alex Hart from Arizona State. Ooh, Noah Burns. I gotta put 50 hours in you. Yeah, 50 hours in you. We know your pitch, Keelan Harper, so we're gonna hit your pitch. Robert Calcaterra. Nailed his pitch. Looking good, pulling away from Arizona State. Pulling away from Tulsa on Austin Mack. D, good afternoon from the worst air quality on the planet. Sounds like us 2 weeks ago. Hope you're doing okay, Finn. We're trying to recruit. It's certainly recruiting. It's certainly going somewhere. Yeah, Finn's out in Idaho. So stay indoors. Stay indoors. My mom says stay indoors, Finn. Or she'll worry about you. Okay, so we're looking good for both these quarterbacks, which is good. One's a freshman and one's a junior. We know your pitch now, but I don't think... No, we're not in the position to pitch you. Yeah, we're looking good. What else do we need? Halfbacks and wide receivers. So who's in the portal that we can get? That's Bleak. Pitch. We baseball now? Yeah. This is baseball. This is a baseball stream now. Okay. In that case, go Orioles. Is there an NCAA baseball championship? Yes. Oregon State has won it relatively recently. So yeah, it's certainly a thing. I failed you all. No, you haven't failed anybody. You're fine. So there's a speedster wide receiver with 0 NIL. Okay. You have my attention. Speedster. Route runner. Okay. Let me see if I can get the speedster wide receiver, because I really love speedster wide receivers. Here, we'll spend all 10 hours, all the hours on that. Move forward. Moving by pretty quickly, actually. I was expecting this to be a little bit longer, but whatever. Verbally committed, Ben Liggins. Keelan Harper, verbally committed. 2 verbals. I need some hard commits. Yeah, Oregon State's pretty much a baseball school nowadays. They're known for being a baseball school. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this exactly as is. Ugh, Arizona State jumped right back into this. Or Iowa State. We're closing in on them. Yeah, here for a visit this week. Come see the campus. You're gonna love it. Looking good. Looking good. Looking good on Austin Mack. Looking good on Trey Sheffield. Looking good on Jamarice Wilder. I believe that's how you say that. RJ Mosley. A good start. We don't have any more hours we could spend. Fortunately, this week is pretty much done, so we'll just go ahead and move on to week 4. This is going by a lot quicker than I was expecting. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay. We did not get anybody to lock up here. That's a little concerning. Okay. Can't do anything more than that. Duke's gonna steal this kid. Pull the shoot. Not worth it. Use that money or use those hours elsewhere. Why is Austin Mack bailing out on this? Nah, you're gonna sign with us. Nah, you haven't missed anything. Trey Sheffield. Looking good. Get you in here. Let's get you over the top. Okay. That was the off season. That was quick. Like bigger than I was expecting quick. Okay. All right, Robert Calcaterra is coming here. Trey Sheffield, quarterback, coming here. Jamarice Wilder, coming here. RJ Mosley, coming here. Austin Mack, we got both quarterbacks we wanted in the transfer portal. Balin Brooks. Okay, that's good. That's good. We got some hard commits that I really wanted, so that looks pretty good. I don't know why, but I had blood drawn at the doctor's today, and now I'm tired. Maybe because you had blood drawn. That might be why, Robo. Your iron is low. Oh, shit. Austin Mack is a star development. 82 overall? Okay. He's a senior. But, like, hey, we'll take a 1-year rental on Austin Mack. That's great. Good pickup for us. Okay. Looking good. I want to just check this out because now we're in roster move era. We got a star development here. Aaron Butler is exactly the kind of guy I wanted. Balin Brooks. Keelan Harper's way down the depth chart. Can we move him somewhere? Doesn't really make any sense anywhere else. I think we might develop into something good. We need to work on the offensive line next year, though. Okay, we don't have a single center. That's kind of a problem. That's a slight problem, not having any centers on the roster. So we gotta find someone to be a center here. Kid's a freshman. This seems like the logical kid to bring up and move to the middle of the line. Oh, fuck. Okay, never mind. That'll work. What rank was your recruiting class? I'll check in a minute. It was a good one. Left edge looking a little weak. Can I move Logan Knapp to the left edge? And oh yeah, he'd be the number one. He'd be the starter on the left edge. Okay. Okay, so one of these kids. Wow, Ben Liggins is a star development. You are moving over to the left side. You are gonna get some. You are gonna get some play right away. Oh, or you could be like our badass left edge rusher. Nah, we need you on the left side. Free safeties, strong safeties. Blonde Clark, I thought I cut you. What the fuck? Ugh. There's gotta be an upgrade there. There must be an upgrade here over 72 overall Milan Clark. It's to the point where I might do this. Yeah, I'm moving you to strong safety. Not only are you a better strong safety, you actually work out better as a free safety. Okay. You're going to swap safety. Oh, yeah, Adrian Shermer. Where would you fit? I'm going to put you at wide receiver and just see what the fuck happens. We have a lot of wide receivers now. I'm just trying to see what we can get some development in. You know, like just where it would make sense to maybe swap some of these guys. What's our best halfback? Our best halfback can't be a 70. Yeah, Wilder's an 80. Yeah, we got a lot of receivers. I always overcommit on wide receivers. Would you be our RJ Mosley? Would you become our best Tight end. I'll move you. Well, let me move you. Let me look at this. You would, by a good margin. Yeah, okay, so that makes sense. Aaron Butler. I'm leaving you exactly where you are, because I think you're going to develop into something. Jesse Legree. Yeah, I think we're good here. Now, Nelson Ferguson, can we move you to fullback? Yeah, we'll move you to fullback because we don't have a fullback right now. Okay. As far as our signing day goes... Not too shabby. 73rd class in the country. All right. Okay, that's not bad. You could see we had to spend a little bit, but, you know, this is the best part, is you could see just how much some of the big teams spend. Like, Ohio State spent 4,165 NIL points. And, like, you have to. When you're Ohio State, you have to pay that much. So, like, you see up here at the top, like, this is where you really appreciate the schools that do so much with so little. Like, LSU only spent 2,200. And, yeah. Top 100 Boba right there. Well, we actually met our AD goals by hitting 73rd, because we needed to have a top 75 class. Support staff. Preseason, okay. One expiring. Okay, well, we could spend... I kind of want to hang tight on this. So we'll hang tight on this till we're in the season. Let's move forward. I think this is going to be off-season training now. Training results. Okay. Austin Mack developed a little bit more. More throwing power. Looking forward to seeing that. Trey Sheffield, quarterback of the future, looking good. Braden Atkinson is a sophomore. David Afala. I think Sheffield is poised to take over the starter role after Mack this year. Wilder developed even more. Glass developed nicely. So these two developed into quite a 1-2 combo here. Ferguson looks good. Man, it was worth keeping Frey off. It was worth paying him. Look at that. Went up 5 overall. Looking really good. That was worth spending the money on him. Brooks looks all right. Butler went up 6. He's an 82 overall. That's going to be great. Mosley went up. Nobody's traits really changed, unfortunately, but everybody's looking pretty solid. Good development there. I want to see how anybody get better. Pond looked good. Wow, gained 7 overall. That's awesome. Varwali Vidaral the third looks all right. Zodius Ayers. Milan Clark went up 1 overall. How's his man coverage? Is it any better? 1 point. Not great. I'd rather have Christian McKenna play strong safety. Okay. What's Sheffield's deal breaker? Better hope it's not playing time. Sheffield. It is playing time, but he would be in line to be the starter next year if I don't recruit a quarterback. So it's worth a shot. Let's go. Next week. Okay. All right. Custom conferences and encourage transfers. Okay. So encouraging transfers, we don't need to worry about that. We are 18. We're 15 spots short of a full roster. So that's fine. Now, do we want to get fun with conferences? We kept them exactly the same last year. Do we want to get fun with conferences, everybody? It's up to you. Do you want us to add a 9th team to the Pac-12 so that we actually have 8 different conference opponents? I think that might be worth adding this time. Could certainly do that. Would you like to see us make some obvious moves that should make some moves? Now, keep in mind, I'm not going to move Oregon and Washington and USC and UCLA and Cole and California and Stanford. We're not moving them back to the Pac-12. That's not happening, at least not right now. I'd like to keep them in their respective East Coast conferences because I think it's fun right now. But I think we are going to add that 9th team to our conference. Now, the 9th team to add to the Pac-12 would have to come out of another conference. Because Notre Dame and UConn doesn't make any fucking sense. Why would we add UConn or Notre Dame to that conference? There's no point. So our main eyeballs are Conference USA is New Mexico State. Maybe some Western teams in the Pac-12. Maybe Arizona or Arizona State come back. Maybe Utah comes back. BYU joins. Those are doable. Hell, maybe even Cal and Stanford come back. Make it a Pac-10. That's not a bad idea, actually. If we took Stanford and Cal out of the Pac-12 or out of the Big Ten or out of the ACC and moved them back to the Pac-12. Because, like, Stanford and Cal were never really powerhouses, and neither of these teams played good last year. They both went 5-7 and 3-6 in conference play. 77 overall. That would fit in nicely here. They would be contenders right away in our new Pac-12. I feel like that's the move. Stanford and Cal join the Pac-12. Sacramento State, no. I don't want to add Sacramento State. They're too new, and I feel like they would be a better fit for the Mountain West, which, by the way, I'm going to make that move right now. NIU and Sacramento State swap. Sacramento State goes to the Mountain West. NIU goes back to the MAC. Cut the shit. You're a MAC school. Go back to the MAC. Yeah. Conference USA, it just doesn't make any sense. You could add UTSA out of the American because they are regional conferences, or they are regional rivals with Texas State. You could also add New Mexico in there because New Mexico would fit in nicely here, the Lobos, but then we're poaching another school from the Mountain West. Yeah, the more I look at it, the more Cal and Stanford going back to the Pac-12 makes sense. Tell you what, let's flip a coin. Let me pull out I'll pull up my phone, but I'm using it as my webcam. Here, hang on. Okay. All right. So, heads, we add Cal and Stanford. Tail, let's eyeball this. Let's eyeball this. So, we go heads, Cal and Stanford go over. Tails, tails, Utah, and Colorado. No, not Colorado. The 2 OP right now. I want to do a package, right? Like, I don't want to do one school. Okay. Here's the idea. Heads, we move over. Heads, we move over Stanford and Cal. Okay, that's heads. Tails, we move over New Mexico State out of the Conference USA. And we pull either Arizona State, BYU, Utah, or Arizona out of the Big 12 with them. Actually, no, those don't match up. Nah, it's got to be Cal and Stanford. It's got to be Cal and Stanford. So Cal and Stanford are coming over. They're tucking their tails between their legs and coming back to the Pac-12. So Cal and Stanford come back. So it's now the Pac-10. But the other California schools and the other Northeast or Northwest schools don't join. Oregon stays in the Big Ten. All the Big Ten schools stay. All the ACC schools go away. Now that leaves a little bit of a gap. SMU is now the only non-Atlantic team in the ACC. So they move over to the Big 12. And they swap with UCF. UCF goes to the ACC. SMU moves to the Big 12. I think I like that. And that feels right. That feels good. That feels a little bit more regionally distinct. So to recap, we swapped Sacramento State and NIU. So those two schools swapped conferences. The Big Ten keeps their schools. Pac-12 adds Stanford and Cal. Big 10 or Big 12 gets SMU, loses UCF, ACC gets UCF. I'm happy with it. Also, the Pac-12 conference title game will now be played neutral site. And we will play that at SoFi. And I'm okay with that. Because it would also be funny. Yeah, because now we wouldn't be playing. We would play in the Pac-12 title game in a non-Pac-12 stadium. That'd be funny. Okay, I'm happy with that. Regenerate protected opponents. That we don't need to worry about that. I'll show you why in a minute. We're going to advance. Should be schedule time. Okay. Conference prestige went up because we added Cal and Stanford. Now. Okay, so this is exactly where I need to be. We're going to create a save point. Beeves stream Dynasty. Okay. So now we're going to close the game. Just hear me out on this, okay? I'm going to close the game. Hello, welcome to my blue sky. Here's what we're going to do. Okay. So if you don't know, we're playing this on PC. PC has a lot of modding, and that's what we're going to use right here. Welcome to College Football 27 schedule generator. Right here. Yeah. So we're going to bring in our save. We want Beeves Stream Dynasty. So now, here we go. We're going into our 2027 season, and you see, it might be a little tough to tell, but you can see we have Stanford and Cal here, Oregon State. All our conferences have moved over accordingly. Big 12 has UCF, or Big 12 has SMU now. ACC has UCF. Everything's looking how it should be. Okay. So now we're going to look at our protected rivals, and we're going to set these up for each school. So we got 2 of them in the Pac-12. Boise State is Cal and Colorado State. I don't know if those are good protected rivals for them. So we're going to go ahead and look up Boise State rivals. Fresno State, Idaho, and Washington State. So we're going to go ahead and X these out. We're going to add Fresno State and Washington State. We're also going to add Nevada as an out-of-conference rival. So Nevada. Okay. California. So Cal Stanford, right? Cal, there's rivals. Stanford, obviously. So that needs to be Stanford. Okay. Do they have another one? SMU and the Beavs, actually. So we're going to actually make the Beavs one of these. And SMU. Does use real rivalries work properly? I think it only does the Power 4. So Stanford and SMU. Okay, yeah, it actually saved it. But it does California and Colorado State. Those are not rivals for Boise State. So it's kind of the same, but not quite. So I actually want to go back to that. So Fresno and Nevada. So Fresno State and Nevada. Cal will keep Stanford and SMU. Colorado State. Colorado State rivals. Believe their rivals are Colorado, Wyoming, and Air Force. So we want Colorado, Wyoming, Air Force. Fresno State, Cal, Washington State, and Boise State. Fresno State rivals. San Jose State, Boise State, and Hawaii. Now, I kind of want to keep these as is, but add Hawaii as a flyaway rival out of conference. Beavs, Utah State, and Stanford are their protected opponents in the conference. I don't know about that. I feel like Washington State needs to be a protected rival for the Beavs. And Oregon needs to be... Well, Oregon's not a protected rival because we can add that in post. Oregon State, Washington State. I'm actually going to look up Oregon State rivals. Yeah, it's just the Cougs and the Beavs. So actually, we'll just add the Cougs and the Ducks. San Diego State's rival. San Diego State. Fresno State, BYU, and University of San Diego, which doesn't have a football program in this game. So Fresno State and BYU. Fresno State. Fresno State has 5 protected rivals right now. And BYU. Then we need Stanford. This is where we start working in Cal. Football. Yeah, Notre Dame. Why is everybody rivals with SMU? That makes no fucking sense. Anyways, Notre Dame. That makes sense. Cal, SMU, Notre Dame. That works. Texas State. Texas State, it's UTSA. And that's pretty much it. We'll add Utah State as a conference rival. Texas State. Bobcats, rivals. Sam Houston. So Sam Houston as well. So we'll add Sam Houston. Utah State. I apologize. This is not the most interesting thing in the world, but just hear me out. BYU and Utah. Well, that makes sense. So Utah, BYU. The Cougs, Fresno State, Oregon State. And we're going to add Washington to that. Okay. Everyone wants to tell SMU to fuck off. Okay, with that said, this is the main rivals page. This is super cool. So basically how this works is you could set the main rivals for every school so that they always play each other in the season finale on rivalry week. So you can see here, Alabama always plays Auburn. Arizona always plays Arizona State. So for the Beavs, it makes sense that this would be when we do this. Civil War is back. Oregon State will be on the final week of the 2027 season. We will play Oregon next season on the end of the season. Washington and Washington State will play each other in the Apple Cup at the end of the season. Let me go by Pac-12. I can't really go by Pac-12. I gotta seek out the Pac-12. Boise State's rival, Fresno State. We'll do Boise State. Fresno might actually have. Fresno, San Diego State makes sense. Boise and Utah State doesn't really make sense, but it kind of makes sense. Let's look here. Hawaii and Sacramento State. Yeah, sure. That's a good way for those two teams to end their seasons. Don't worry, it could be worse. Jacksonville State and Delaware. Okay. Let's look here. Pac-12. There's us. San Diego State, Fresno State. That makes sense. Stanford and Cal should be the final game of the season, right? That makes sense. And they don't even have anybody lined up yet. So yeah, that makes sense. SMU, whatever, I don't care. You figure it out. You're not in our conference. I don't care. Texas State and Colorado State, sure. Utah State and Boise State. Washington State, Washington, West Virginia, and Utah. Yeah, that makes sense. Wyoming and Yukon. Well, Wyoming and Boise would make sense here. at the end of the year. That would actually make a lot of sense. That would actually be a really cool way for the year to end for both those teams. Let me look here. Like I said, this is kind of in the weeds, but I think we'll appreciate this as the schedule goes on. Fresno State is currently scheduled to play San Diego State. Know that. Colorado State, Texas State. I'd spend hours doing this shit, not gonna lie. Wait till we aren't even at the good part yet. Cal and Stanford. Boise and Wyoming. Yeah, I'm happy with all of this. So now, this is the coolest part to me. You could set up home and home and buy games with this. So if you set up a home and home, you set up the first year, you go to one school, and then the following year they'll come to your school. So you can actually set up a home and home agreement in this. You can also set up buy games. So if you want to play a weaker opponent, you put it on the schedule, but you're going to lose some dynasty points. What a brilliant idea. Like, this is amazing shit that should be in the game, but it's not. So this is why modding is great. So for home and home, I want to add a home and home. And we're going to have some fun with our home and home. We're going to add Hawaii. Let's go with Hawaii. We're going to add a home and home with Hawaii. And a home and home with Wake Forest, because I like Wake Forest as like the East Coast Beavs. Don't ask why. So now you don't have, you can't. So the Beavs are not good enough to schedule a bye game. So we'll just leave it as is. That puts us at 11 of 12 games. So when we go to my schedule, I can add one more game here, and it will just fill in that last game of the season for us. We can add the FCS. We can add App State. We can add Delaware, Sacramento State, Vanderbilt. Whatever you want, we can add it. So this is where you guys get to pick our last conference opponent or non-con opponent of the year. So go ahead. You guys pick. Who do you guys want? You tell me. We have an ad coming up, so you guys should pick one before the ad. Wake Forest to Rutgers. Let's do Rutgers. Rutgers. It's all sorted by overall. Rutgers. Okay, we'll play Rutgers. Lock in those picks. And now you go generate, and you hit generate. Done. It has done the schedule. So now if I go to our final schedule by team, Oregon State, here you go. Here's our schedule all the way through. We open at Rutgers. We could actually swap that. So Rutgers comes to Corvallis. We could have Wake Forest at Oregon State, and we could flip that way too. So really cool that you can just kind of set this up and just go for it. You could also make them night games. You can make them Saturday games. You can move them on Thursdays. You could have them earlier in the week, later in the week. You could even have a game on a Sunday if you wanted to, which is not realistic, but you could do that. And you see our conference schedule. So we play Cal week 2. That's our first conference game. Then we have Hawaii and a non-con. We're going to move that game here. So we'll move that as a home game here. And then we got Colorado State, a bye week. 3 at home, 1 at Utah State, 2 at home, and then we go to Eugene to play the Ducks. So I'm pretty happy with this. We're gonna make the Oregon game a night game, and it's back to being at the end of the season like God intended, and it's good to go. So I'm pretty happy with this. We start Oregon State, Wake Forest, or we go to Wake Forest, go to Cal to kick off the conference schedule. Oregon State hosts Hawaii. I mean, if we do Rutgers at SHI, then Wake, then you got an East Coast mini swing. Yeah, but then that's 2 games at home or 1 game on the road, 2 games on the road. And keep in mind, Wake Forest is a home and home, so we'll play them at home next year. So you got to think of it that way. We have Cal at home, Hawaii, Colorado State's a night game. We're gonna make sure that's a night game. Same with Fresno State. We're gonna make that a night game. Now this does mess us up a little bit because we did host San Diego State last year, and we're hosting them again this year just because of the way that the schedule breaks out. But I think that's fine. We're gonna make Washington State and Oregon State a day game. This is another thing too. You can't set game times in the game. So like this way, you can set all your game times. Utah State at home, 10 o'clock. Stanford here. Let's set that as a 3:30 p.m. kickoff. That's a day game. Boise and Oregon State. That'll be a night game. And then Oregon State and Oregon is a night game in Eugene. Save it. It has been saved. And now we will fire the game back up. So let me fire up the mod manager. And we will fire it up and take a look. This is by far, like, if you haven't bought this game yet and you have a moderately okay computer, buy this game on PC. It's so much worth it. It's so worth it. It's so fucking worth it. So we're loading in. Now there's a very key thing you have to do whenever you do this. You have to go check your schedule. Because if you don't check your schedule, I have had it where it just vacates the entire season. Like college football went on a lockout. And that's not good. We don't want that. So we got to make sure that it populates it right. So let's go ahead and load in. I'm telling you, modding night and day. This game is so much fun with modding now. I'm so happy it came out on PC. And that there's a dedicated modding base who makes utilities like that to make the schedule how we want it. So we go to Dynasty, load accept invite. Gonna yell at me about not being online. We want this one. And now we're gonna go look at custom schedules. And there's our schedule. Rutgers, Wake Forest, home to Hawaii, conference game against Cal. Oregon's a protected rival, end of the season here. Perfect. We're good to go. Everything's good. So we don't have to do anything. We don't have to touch anything. It's good. Perfect. So let's go ahead and take a look at our blueprint. And we're going to add this fundraising team again. Or Dynasty points increase. We're only going to go with the fundraising lead because I don't have a lot of money this offseason. So we don't have 2 stars, so that's the only thing we can spend as far as fundraising lead. Our facilities have regressed a little bit, so we need to maintain those facilities. So we're going to actually spend it on the Players Lounge. What was that? Okay, maybe wait. Maybe wait on that. Okay. So I'm happy with our blueprint. Let's take a look at our recruiting board. Now, we need to focus on defense. This recruiting cycle, we got to be all about defense. So we will be focusing hard on the defensive side of the ball. Corners, safeties, defensive side of the ball needs to be our focus, including at linebacker, because it looks like we need some linebackers bad. What 4-star linebackers are available? We're going to start swinging for the fences a little bit this offseason. So we're going to just... So the first week is always spent on scouting. So we're going to scout. That's a bust. That's a gem. He's moving up our board. He's off our board. If you're not a gem or an impact, like, if you're not going to develop, I don't want you on this team. Plain and simple. I want winners. I want winners that want to win. Like this kid. This kid going right up to the board. Davad Ebukam. What is he? Thumper Mike linebacker. Yeah, I want a beast in the middle of my fucking linebacking core. Okay. Couple more hours to spend here. That's another gem. He's going up our board. Okay. Now give me... Give me some corners or some free safeties. Give me 2 free safeties. I have a pipeline with that kid. Same with that kid. Give me 2 strong safeties. Look at that. We got pipelines on both these kids. Perfect. I'm out of hours. All right. So there you go. That's first week of recruiting. That means... Whoa, where'd the... Oh, there we go. Okay. That means... We're into week 1, everybody. Week 0. So... Let's go. Rutgers. At Oregon State. Let's do this. I like our odds. I like our odds. I'm going to be honest with you. I like our odds. Baraka Fumagalli. Scholarship. 210 NIL. We can't offer the amount of NIL we offered last year, though. So it's going to be a little tougher. Spend that money. Kid doesn't even know he wants to go to Oregon State. Just trying to lock these kids up before anything. If you're a gem, I want you on this football team. If you aren't, you better have a good reason as to not being a gem. That's a bust off my board. Thanks for the waste of hours. Ryan Madrid. He's real Madrid. Not worth the time. We're out of hours anyways. So, I think I got less hours than I did last year. Anyways, here we go. Here's our AD expectations. Expected to maintain our facilities, beat Oregon, and win a quarter of our home games this season. That's not undoable. The Oregon thing is pretty tough. How much of a hit do we take? Oof. Everything kind of hinges on Oregon. Okay. No pressure. All right. Let's play Rutgers. And I want... Yeah, let's just wear the blacks. Default blacks. Let's go. Let's play Butgers. All right, everybody. You're rewarded with a game, and then we're going to call it a stream. I'm getting done early tonight.
From Research Stadium in Corvallis, Oregon.
Go Beavs. Go Beavs. Beavs.
I caught up with Rutgers head coach before the game. He has had a long conversation with his star wide receiver. He understands emotions will run high playing against the team that he transferred from last season, but he knows that his star is ready to make an even bigger splash here in the stadium he played at last year. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup.
Beavs. Beavs will get the ball, start the season 2027 underway.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his block.
All right.
Just able to get out to the
Here comes the new signal caller for the Beavs.
offense. Will have the ball first.
And this offense, John Maurice Wilder.
Great young back that they are really excited about the big things he can bring to this offense.
Here comes Mack under center. 1st and 10.
They'll give it to the transfer. First carry of the season.
Hate that.
Defense right there.
Not a good start.
Stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage. on
Okay,
that one.
this is not inspiring.
Still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started.
There we go.
Fires to the tight end.
Oh, nice play. 1st down. Austin Mack with a dart for 25.
Freshman tight end can contribute early. The Beavers with the 1st and 10. Tight end
Nice to have an actual strong, tall quarterback. He looks taller than
to the right.
Malik Murphy ever was.
What a job of
He looks taller.
lose a yard on that one.
Means that he should be able to look over the line of scrimmage better
Here's 2nd and 12.
than Malik ever did. 2nd and 12. Man, we can't get any rushing push here.
Barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last.
Another 1st down with the tight end. That's there for us. Mosley, 1st down.
47. The Beavers are marching down.
All right, we're going to try running it again.
Give on the counter.
Hey, that time it worked.
Nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on
Glass checks in.
the run inside. It's Glass. Pulled down for the
That was real glass. Cry me a river.
Man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get
Ugh.
push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Got his
Nice, 1st down.
They get him on the ground, but not before he
We can't run the ball, like, at all. That's concerning.
go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Sends it back in motion. Austin Mack. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Let's take just a second here and look big picture for Oregon State. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class.
Why did they say we were a top 10 class? We were
The young talent,
72nd.
it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really feel like they were able to reload the roster, and they think they've got some impact freshmen in this class as well. Can't wait to see what they do today.
The Beavers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They believe they can run right here. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He'll try it again.
There we go.
Makes a tackle.
There we go. 1st and goal.
To the ground, but not before he
We'll take it.
falls all the way to the 5.
We'll take it. 1st and goal at the 5.
Position on 1st and goal. They'll go play action with Mack.
Ah, fuck.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Number 6.
That was a bad throw.
Couldn't quite hang on to that one in this
Pretty
red
wild to
zone.
have a quarterback that has
That close.
play-by-play commentary recorded for him.
Coming up. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that
Fuck.
is a victory for them.
All right, we'll kick the field goal.
Complete in the end zone. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try.
I missed it. Nope.
It's good. And with that, they break the
All right, well, 18 plays to only get a 3 kind of sucks, but we'll take it.
And here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown.
All right, defense, let's see if you're better this year.
Head coach has to be happy with that.
Here comes Nick Minucci and the Scarlet Knights offense. That is the most.
Minicucci. There was a lot of interest in him in the offseason. He's a guy that they are excited to give the reins to this offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of
Okay.
coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I miss watching you throw the double coverage. Come on.
1st down. Now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas.
All right,
He's
send a
brought
blitz.
down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Sweet cut there. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Steps away to find some room. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
Damn it.
Coming through that 3rd down conversion. And
It's endearing in its own way.
they've been
Stop
very
it.
tough on this drive.
You're embarrassing me.
1st and 10 from the 43.
In front of the Twitch chat.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show
They
for
feel
it.
better.
Didn't get much on 1st
I
down.
don't know how they are in coverage, but at least the front 4 feels better. Well,
That one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
first quarter in the books. Beavs 3, Knights nothing.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. In the opposite directions now as we break it up in the 2nd. And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10.
The CBS college football theme is really addicting. It's a really good theme song.
Could not make his way to the corner.
All right, 2nd and 10.
Like offenses being creative, I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early.
Nice job, defense.
Can't connect on the
3rd down.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but this guy has been locked in. He's 5 for 6 on the opening drive of the game, and the coaching staff felt like he had a great week of preparation coming into this one. I think they were
Nice job.
this hot start.
Let's go. They're going to have to punt.
foul off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Scarlet Knights will punt it away on 4th down.
We'll take it.
Punt of the day, and he'd love to lock him up close to
Really
the
good
goal
punt,
line.
though. Damn.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position. and
Oh,
getting
nice.
down inside the 10. That is a nice job. by
That's a
that.
good way to get some breathing room.
Just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. They'll give it on the counter. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak, and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready, because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run.
Really nice job by the quarterback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a
Nice. First down.
It's caught. It's Butler. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, give me a play action here.
They'll go
Oh!
play action with Mack.
What the shit?
He's all
What?
fouled up, and now it's
What?
the ball's loose. Touchdown, Rutgers. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Are you kidding me? What?
nothing better than watching a big boy do what he was born to do. Ball on the
I have never seen that before in my life. What the fuck just... Did they miss the snap?
Play. He pursued it, showed great effort. He was Johnny on the spot, bounced right into his belly. They may want to put this guy on short yardage goal line because he has a nose for the end zone.
What? Oh my god, I went through the quarterback's hands. Look, 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 look. Look at this. What the fuck? It hits off his ass and then shoots out. What? Oh my god.
Lining up to add another.
We're trailing.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
What?
That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing.
Okay, well,
Not much to be found as he stopped at
that was a new one.
Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. Hand off from the shotgun.
Nothing happening there.
Gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down.
Oh, they're giving me press. Yeah, it really is.
They'll go play action with Mack. Quarterback moving. Lets it fly.
Nice.
Pulls it in. It's Butler. And he's down at the 40
Mac feels like he could do a lot. It's a shame he's a senior because
line after the big
I really enjoy what he brings this offense.
good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete.
Nice.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Mack. Right down the middle.
Oh, god damn it.
Not the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Fuck.
Delayed handoff. It's Mitchell. He's
That's a
brought down at the
face
5.
mask.
Well, let's see if it stands.
God damn it, man. All right, we need to keep... It was Milan Clark. Of course it was Milan Clark.
Go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. Looking to throw on first down.
Oh!
What a play to set him up.
Let's go. Pick 6. Beavs take back the lead. Nicholas Fisher.
With a great return for the score.
How about a game-changing
Let's go.
front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way.
That's a defensive lineman with the pick. Wow. Let's go, Beavs.
And the extra point puts them up by
All right. Now we're even. You have a weird butt fumble for a touchdown. We have a pick 6 with a defensive lineman. It's we're even now.
He stopped short of the this drive. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
All right.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Give to the back. Just gets it to the 20.
Good shit, defense. This defense feels a lot better than it did a year ago. A lot better.
Stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running back.
I say that.
He's got an open man. Love to see these third down
Rutgers more like Butgers, am I right? You damn right.
9-yard line.
You damn right.
And the Scarlet Knights
You
come
damn
away
right.
with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mitchell. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3.
Back strain. Ouch. That sucks.
They'll go right back to it.
Oof. Dummied us.
But he has enough to move the chains. The Scarlet Knights have their offense in high
Because it's
gear.
Rutgers. Like, oh, cool, you're the New Jersey school. Whatever.
On first down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Mitchell. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. This quarterback part of their running game. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Put the blitz.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know they're not as
They're bland, yeah. And not even like in like a good like Tennessee or Georgia or even Texas bland. Just bland. Just bland.
This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Running inside.
Nice. Good job, defense.
Short of the first down mark.
2-minute timeout. They'll kick the field goal to try and tie it up.
And maybe tie the game going into the half. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. It is good. And with the field
Very normal first half of play here.
Not the way they wanted to end the drive.
2 touchdowns, 2 field goals. Very normal.
Kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
he'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here.
Oh, give me a fucking break.
And a first half turnover can swing
Motherfucker. Ah.
State University of New Jersey. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Shut up. I know you want to say it. Shut up.
To be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from the
Okay, we got a score here.
Austin Mack fires to the wideout.
Oh, come on.
Caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. To the air, it's Mack. Showing the arm straight down the left side.
Okay.
Goes high to pull it in.
All right.
They don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Maybe a crease.
Okay, burn a timeout.
They move the sticks
This game is brought to you by the city of Corvallis, Oregon. Corvallis, there's something to do here, I think. There is.
on the ground.
You can go see Benny. He's adorable.
Here in the season opener. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And they're not on the same page there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Damn it.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The sack makes it an even longer third down chance for this offense. Throwing Mack. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We gotta try it.
They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's 4-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it. 4th and very, very long.
Oh, come on.
It just didn't work.
Ah,
And they'll turn it over
I'm.
on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll off one deep down the left
Nice.
side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his
But
fingers.
Rutgers is $500 million in the red. What?
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock.
There we go.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Had an open receiver on the right. Now you're doing the back seating.
Both teams head into the
Thank you for telling me that.
looking forward to a terrific second half.
Second half of play coming up. Rutgers up 17-10.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the New Mexico Lobos. And it's the Sooners looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is. Now back to your game in Corvallis. So far today, the most dominant player on the field has been that DB. Pass breakups, shutting down one side of the field. He's been a one-man wrecking crew, and he's played a big part in this halftime.
What a weird first half.
We'll kick it off to start the second half.
All right. Here we go. Second half of play from Corvallis in a game that's been a very normal 17-10 football game.
Stopped at the 18. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field.
Please note that Rutgers has scored 2 touchdowns and neither of them have been with their offense.
That's caught by Williams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass.
Fuck.
Makes the catch. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Defense looks as if it's coming. Wants to throw on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed
Okay.
it. Wants to throw again. Floats it
Okay.
out in space.
Nice.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the
Oh, yes.
Oh, it's picked up.
Let's go.
Half start they'd hoped for.
Let's start that shit. Let's go. Chainsaws, baby. Chainsaws. Let's go. Just what the doctor ordered. Noble Thomas. Thank you, Noble Thomas. You are rather dignified.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
These two teams have never played in real life.
Back in motion.
Huh. That's pretty wild.
Mack.
This hasn't exactly been a Rose Bowl matchup in previous years, so understandable.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some
There we go.
plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. back to throw. It's Mack.
That's a touchdown.
He's got it and still on his feet.
Beeves, touchdown. PAT away from tying it.
And they take it in for 6 more points. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog.
All right.
I think he gave a high five to every one of those players.
I find our receivers are able to break open a lot better this year. This team feels better than it did a year ago.
Boy, he took advantage of it.
They genuinely do.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. He'll start this drive going to the air. He'll throw it. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The run inside.
Nice.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast. And they
Oh, wow. All right, we'll take that. 3 and out. Beeves get the ball.
on second down, and now maybe
Gets to take the lead.
passing situation on third down.
Punt is on its way. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. Hard-hitting tackle.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let
Sending
them run.
blitzes on
That's
3rd
one
down.
point. Stop the run first.
There goes another one. Fuck. Ooh.
Serious arm strength on that
All right,
third
we'll
down
punt.
pass, but it's incomplete. And the Beavers will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter.
Damn it.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left.
Okay.
It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down. Now 2nd and 4. Looking to fire.
Hey. How a play there.
You can't make every play, you can't cover everybody, but it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mitchell.
Uh-oh.
Maybe some room here. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. To the ground, he's got it again. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Really good surge for this.
Don't like that.
They move the
Don't like
chains.
that.
He's got it at the 34.
Don't like that.
And the Scarlet Knights are rolling down the field. This time they'll go to the running game. Got enough for the
Oh,
first.
God damn it, guys.
And he's brought down after a
Yeah,
nice
the entire Louisiana Purchase to run through. Come on.
to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand.
There we go.
Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Fires to the tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
Fuck.
Touchdown, Rutgers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Don't like that.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
Don't like that.
Extra point is true,
Okay.
and they're on top by 7.
It's all right.
It's an 80-yard
We got
drive,
this.
and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll move the wide receiver. Breaks the tackle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. They'll go play action with Mack. Unloads to the right. Got a man, it's Mosley.
Nice play. And that'll take us to the end of quarter number 3.
As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Defense has the lead in the second half. Expect to see a lot of zone coverage. It's going to be tight. It's going to be hard to fit these footballs in, especially when you're throwing in the middle of the field like they were right there.
Okay.
As the ball falls incomplete.
Manageable.
Come up a couple of yards short of the
I think we're going to run it.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Crease at the 20.
There we go.
He's got enough
Let's go.
to roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. First down here, what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season.
That's going to be a touchdown. PAT away from tying it back up.
Quarterback's abilities to read the
Let's
field
go.
is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can
Defense get a stop. For the love of God.
in the end zone.
Defense get a stop.
Job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team.
Good
able to
stuff.
slow him down. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. Tie game, fourth quarter. Plenty of time to work with. Exactly where you want to be in this one. Look out, he's got room. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
Okay, come on.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming.
Oh, come on.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Mitchell. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here
Here we go. 3rd and 10. Oh, man. That blew up. They're going to have to punt. Okay, here we go. We can run our regular offense. Don't have to do anything stupid.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. They even things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out. Oh, he's got
There we go.
He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. Now on 1st down from the 28. Might as well give it to him again. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Austin Mack shoots it to the left. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the
God
defense
damn it.
knocks it free, and 4th down is
At least we can stop the run. Yeah,
Send out the punt
that's for
unit.
sure.
This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Damn it.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time looking deep down the right side. And it slips through his
That
fingers.
was a
And
choice.
that would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Complete.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down.
There's a reason 3rd down is
Should have
called
sent a
money.
blitz.
What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver.
Punting is
In the
winning.
game, you look at 3rd down percentage.
In this situation,
It's
yeah.
a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The run inside. It's Mitchell.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass.
Fuck.
Finds space.
Fuck.
Caught, and he's
They're in
got
field goal
room.
range. Shit.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup, spotted at the 25-yard line. The Scarlet Knights go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mitchell. They didn't
Gotta
get
burn my
a good
timeouts.
call on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. With a minute 52 seconds left, the defense will use the timeout trying to get the football back. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He's got it.
Fuck.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well,
Timeout is called, and that will be
we're
the
screwed.
second charge to
Are you
Oregon
kidding me,
State.
man?
And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. And he'll be hit immediately, no gain on the play. Oregon State will use its final timeout here. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Second down coming up on this
It's
red zone
bleak, y'all.
opportunity. Takes the handoff. It's Mitchell.
Can't stop the clock again.
Smack to the ground. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. He is stopped inside.
All right, field goal.
At the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down.
Man, we got to go down the field quick. This sucks.
Field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure
Yep.
in the world. He's got it, and they surge on top here in the final minute.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Throwing Mack. Fires left. He's
Okay.
got it.
Hustle. First down.
At the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Dropping back, it's Mack. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
Nope.
And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He's taking a deep shot.
Come on, man.
Incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Again, it's Mack. Looking to the big tight end.
Get out of bounds.
Wide open
Oh, thank God.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. To the air on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
Damn it.
Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't
Fuck.
find his man. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can
Ah.
statistics. I know
Beavs
it's
lose.
4K college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have
Dude, that's frustrating.
those things, David, and it'll beat you
They had 2 defensive touchdowns, so that was the difference. We beat that team. Ugh.
Things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing.
Frustrating.
Things you do well, hey, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For
Okay, well, that'll do it.
I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation
That sucked.
of college football.
Dude. Ugh. Gross. Okay, we'll do recruiting for next week, and then we'll call the stream. Like I said, I'm going to call it early tonight. That blows. Okay, well, we go to Wake Forest next week. Do our practice plan. Okay. We're on the board with some of these kids. There we go. Fortunately, SMU has a pipeline with this kid. Who are we in the running for? Nobody. Okay, great. On the house on him. Fill up our hours here. Okay. Alrighty. We will call that a stream, everybody. Sorry for the early end, but I'm going to be taking it easy. By the way, no stream at all on Thursday. It's an off week for NIS, and I'm going to take advantage of the off week. So this is the only stream you get out of me this week. So, have a good week. I'll see you on Monday. Next Monday, we will play. Next Monday, our schedule will be at Wake Forest, at Cal, and home to Hawaii. So, yeah, hopefully you have a good week, and I'll see you all next week as we move on with 2027. I still think this team feels better roster-wise than last year's team. So I think we're going to be all right. I think we got more of a chance to compete in the Pac-12 now. So, yeah. Short D stream. Yeah, it is a short D stream. It's a bye week for me. I don't even need to be here. Okay? I'm becoming a jaded streamer where I'm being a jerk now. Nah, I'm calling it a night. Just it was supposed to be off season in one game, and we got off season one game. So I'm gonna raise you over to Plompy. If you love spreadsheets, you're gonna love Plompy's stream. They're playing Out of the Park Baseball 27. So if you really love baseball, or if you love spreadsheets, you're gonna have a great time watching that stream. So I will see you all next Monday. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye.